Introducing the beauty of African culture and heritage to the world means presenting the continent's profound richness in tradition, art, music, language, history, and values. Africa is not a monolith. It's a mosaic of over 1,500 languages, 54 countries, and thousands of ethnic groups, each with unique customs, philosophies, and contributions to global civilization. Here's a detailed overview of what makes African culture and heritage so deeply beautiful and globally significant. 1. Diversity of ethnic groups and languages. Africa is home to the most diverse linguistic and ethnic landscape on the planet. Languages. There are over 2,000 recognized languages in Africa, grouped into families like Niger-Congo, Afro-Asiatic, Nilo-Saharan, and Khoisan. Ethnic groups. From the Zulu of Southern Africa to the Berbers of North Africa, the Yoruba of West Africa to the Maasai of East Africa. Each group has distinct traditions, attire, rituals, and governance systems. This diversity fosters a rich tapestry of human experience, from pastoralist cultures to ancient empires and urban civilizations. Traditional art and aesthetics. African art is deeply symbolic and functional, often connected to spirituality, storytelling, and identity. Sculpture and masks, iconic across West and Central Africa, used in ceremonies and spiritual rituals, e.g. Yoruba, Dogon, and Fang cultures. Textiles, kente cloth from Ghana, mud cloth, Bogle and Fini from Mali, and Shweshwe prints from Southern Africa express identity, status, and history. Body art. Henna in North Africa, scarification, and beadwork are culturally significant expressions of beauty and social roles. 3. Music and dance. African music and dance are central to social life, spirituality, and storytelling. Instruments, drums, djembe talking drum, mbira, thumb piano, kora, harp lute, and balafon. Rhythms, polyrhythmic beats, call and response singing, and communal participation are foundational. Dance, integral to celebrations, rites of passage, and rituals. Each movement often carries symbolic meaning. Modern genres like Afrobeats, G-Com, and Amapiano trace their roots to these traditional forms and are taking global stages by storm. 4. Oral traditions and storytelling. Before written systems, African history and wisdom were preserved through oral traditions. Griots, West Africa, custodians of history, music, and genealogy through poetic storytelling and song. Folk tales, stories with moral lessons, e.g., Anansi the spider from the Akan people, still influence literature and pop culture. Proverbs, riddles, and idioms are used widely to convey wisdom. 5. Cultural philosophy and community values. Ubuntu, Southern Africa. I am because we are, emphasizes human interconnectedness. Palaver trees. Traditional communal decision-making systems under the shade of trees reflect African democracy and justice. African societies place high value on respect for elders, family, hospitality, and communal well-being. Spiritual and religious systems. Africa is the birthplace of diverse belief systems, traditional religions, ancestor veneration, nature spirits, and cosmologies that tie people to the earth and each other. Christianity and Islam, practiced across much of the continent, often blended with traditional beliefs. Examples: Yoruba Ifa divination, Dinka cosmology, and Ethiopian Orthodox Christianity, one of the world's oldest Christian traditions. 7. Architectural heritage. From ancient civilizations to vernacular design. Great Zimbabwe, Stone City, 11th century, symbolizing African urban sophistication. Timbuktu, center of Islamic learning with libraries that house thousands of manuscripts. Nubian pyramids in Sudan and rock-hewn churches of Lalibela in Ethiopia are architectural marvels. Modern African architecture continues this legacy through eco-conscious, culturally rooted design. 8. Cuisine and agricultural legacy. African food reflects deep environmental knowledge and regional diversity. Staples: injera, Ethiopia; fufu, West Africa; ugali, East Africa; jollof rice, tagine, North Africa. Ingredients: sorghum, millet, yam, cassava, plantains, baobab, shea, and a variety of indigenous herbs and spices. Community eating. Meals are often shared from one bowl, emphasizing unity. Africa also contributed key crops to the world: coffee, Ethiopia, kola nut, and ancient grains like teff and fonio. 9. Fashion and beauty standards. African fashion fuses traditional aesthetics with modern trends. Beads, head wraps, and adornment are used to signal identity, status, and creativity. African designers like Duro Olowu, Tebe Magugu, and Lisa Folawio are gaining international acclaim. Natural hairstyles and African beauty standards are gaining global respect, challenging Eurocentric ideals. 10. Resilience and global influence. Despite the scars of colonization, slavery, and exploitation, African culture has remained vibrant, adaptive, and influential. Diaspora. African descendants in the Americas, Caribbean, and Europe preserve and reinterpret traditions, e.g., Afro-Cuban Santeria, African-American spirituals. Pop culture. African music, fashion, film, e.g. Nollywood, and literature, e.g. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Wole Soyinka, shape global narratives. Final thought. To introduce the beauty of African culture to the world is to correct historical erasure, celebrate living traditions, and promote a fuller understanding of Africa's contributions to humanity. It's an invitation to explore, honor, and learn from a heritage as deep and dynamic as the continent itself. Like, share, and subscribe for more.